What's up, you guys? If you have been following along over the last few weeks, you will know that my cruiser is up for sale. She's ready to go, gets detailed on Friday. Then I got to take the rooftop tent off her and she will be on the market. So to replace her, we've got a brand new Ford Ranger. And when I say brand new, I don't mean a brand new one. I mean it's brand new to me. So she's a 2017 PS2. Yeah, has a few little things on it already, like my steady lights, bull bar, winch. Otherwise, not a whole lot done to it. She is lifted, bigger tires, couple little things like that, but I've got a whole bunch of stuff I've got to do to her to get her ready to hit the road. Starting with a bunch of little things. So, down here this morning, we've got a nice little collection of presents for me to install. Let's check them out. First of all, we have to install, oh, my shadows are in the way. We're going to install my second battery. So I've got this nice off-road down under case for it, which will sit under my back seat, and of course the battery to go in it. I got some fresh steady lights that will go on the rear once she's ready for them. DC charger for in the back, nice RedArc one for our dual battery. I got some tyre pressure monitors, UHF mount. It has got a UHF in it already, but it's just hanging loose. Water pump for when my water tank goes in a few weeks. That's for the batteries, and of course a nice tall aerial. So out of the cruiser I will be getting my cel-fi, so the cel-fi aerial will be coming across as well. But essentially today I'm going to get started, get the battery installed as a start. So if you're not aware, in these Rangers the second battery actually goes here underneath the back seat. So if we lift her up, we have got a section here which is currently being used as storage, so if I get my crap out of the way, so that's, then we've got this nice section here. So essentially this box comes out, the new off-road down under frame will go in, and then the battery sits in here and will connect here in the back. Out of the way, out of sight. So let's get to it. We want to remove this plastic tray, which means taking out these couple of clips that are in here. So we just sort of pry them up a little bit, which I know is not the best way to do it, but it's the way we're going for. Our bucket, get that out of the way, and we should have our nice little space in here. So if we do this up first, check out all my bolts so that I can the nut, and now where is my spanners. I don't know why I always make things so awkward for myself, but I knew I was gonna fucking lose that. Where did you go? Oh, no, hang up. Got him. Got him. Ugh. Geez, that's in a bitch of a spot. Now my spanner's stuck. There we go. Alrighty. Now, I do need to put 2 little drill holes just here, but I don't have a drill, and my brother's at work, so I can't steal it, so that's going to wait till later. We're going to skip that step, but essentially 2 little rivets in there, but I just need the drill holes, obviously, to be able to put the rivets in, so I will do that bit later. I will come back to it, but we are going to get the rest of this done while I can. Just a long way out. Being an internal battery, I have gone for our Optima yellow top battery, as I've got just here, if I can pull all this shit off it. And she just goes in there like so. And then obviously once I wire it, terminal caps on and seat down. And that's pretty much it. I gotta strap it in, but as I said, I've got to put those 2 extra screws in yet. Rivets, so I'm not going to do that part just yet, but you can see it fits in nicely in there. It'll secure down to our strap just there. And that's it, she's in. So of course the battery is 1/2 of a dual battery setup, kind of an important part. Second of all, we've got our charger. So I've gone with a RedArc BC DC because I don't have solar anything set up, and this is just easy enough for me to keep this one plugged in on the alternator. So essentially we've got our charger, we've got our bracket, which is also an off-road down under one, comes with my kit, and I'm going to mount that in the back of the seat just here, where it'll tuck nicely out of the way. So first step is going to be to attach these guys together. Yeah, get in there, run my cables in, we'll position that. Pop it up the top, eh? Makes it a bit easier to see. So, where'd I put my bolts? Where the fuck did I just put it? Right, so stay there. It's not gonna do what I tell it to now. Stay. So a handful of bolts again. You know the drill. Fuck, that was a close one for falling in that hole. Holy heck. And now I need to swap around my position in my seat because I need to get into the other side of it. Essentially, we're gonna pull up this little bit of carpet just here, and our little buddy is gonna screw onto those 2 bolt holes down there underneath there. So, what's the bet that I can't reach my tool bag from it? Oh, I can't reach my tool bag from here. Hang on. Can't find the tool I need, which is a fucking pain in the ass. So can't find the friggin' star tool that I need to get those bolts out in the back to do me charger, but Dad rocked up at the same time, so Dad's gone home to get me the his star tool. He'll be back and then I'll finish that one off. So in the meantime, I thought I would chuck up my new GME mount, because at the moment she's just kind of hanging out loose in here, and to be perfectly honest, it's a bit of a fucking pain in the ass. So we may as well chuck that on while we wait. Now I'm just going to tape it up. All my friggin' tools in my way. I'll shove them all on the floor for a minute. Sit up in my seat, work out where I want to put it. I'm not bolting her in, screwing her in, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to stick her on. Bit of double-sided 3M tape. Make sure she's stuck. And then maybe if I can get this backing off. Why is double-sided tape so hard to fucking peel? There we go. And just like that, we are now mounted. Beauty. So next thing I've got to install is tire pressure system, which obviously is not super important, but it definitely comes in handy when off-roading and whatnot, and I just like the idea of having it there. Bit of an idea. So pretty simple to install. Obviously take your tire valves off. We pop a lock nut on each of them, and then we just screw on one of our little sensors. They read back to our little solar powered system that will sit up on the dash. It is USB chargeable if I need to. So I'll install that, I'll install the sensors, and then get all of that rolling. So we're going to come on down and install our sensors. So we take off the valve, pop on a little right in the water because it's been raining. Love that. We pop on our little nut, and that sounds like Dad's back with the tool I need. Screw on our sensors. Nice and tight, just like that. And now they are fitted. Now they are all labelled with what tyre they go on. So nice and easy, so you can pair them well and actually know what tyre you're talking about. So I have just walked around and paired all of our sensors. So as you can see, they are showing up there on the screen with my pressures and my temperatures. Now I'm going to pop them up on the windscreen, and I think I want them roughly up here, up above my mirror where they're out of my way. But the solar panel will still work. So I'm just going to stick it on with some little sticky dots. Can't get the tape off. And stick it on. What do you want me to do? Okay, so now I've got the tyre pressure monitoring system up the top there. Isn't that fucking ridiculous? What's it bloody made out of?
Same stuff, it just has a...
This is a shit of a spot for them because you can't spin the handle around properly. Oh, that's gonna be a bitch to fucking do back up. Had to take it off so I can get my driver down. Otherwise I wasn't going to be able to do them back up.
Oh, can you get the driver in there?
I'll be able to go in that way.
You just have to do half down at a time or whatever.
Yeah. I just had to have the box out of the way. Yeah.
Look at all these cars, but oh, I gotta go. It's been raining, I have the headlights on. It's raining coming down the mountains.
Now I got to wire in the cables here for the charger. So there are five wires coming off it. We've got our red, which is obviously our power into the starter battery. Blue, which is got to run up to my ignition. Orange, I'm going to leave as it is, which will keep my power at 14.6 volts. So I'll just tape up the end of that. The brown is power into the secondary battery, and obviously black is going to be my earth, which I will knock up onto my plug here. Get that all wired up, plug it in there. I've got the wire run from the second battery into the back here already. Essentially, I've just got to run this ignition wire, put a few connectors in, and she should be right to go. So this next part is essentially a game of what the fuck are these wires connected to? So next thing I want to do is I want my cel-fi out of this vehicle, obviously, to put into the new one. So we're just going to unscrew the cel-fi, undo a bit of wiring, and we'll get that fitted in behind the seat in the Ranger. Now I've got this threaded underneath trim in a few spots because I have obviously cables going in every which direction, my switch at the front, my aerial and my internal aerial. So we're going to undo a few of those, pull some trim up and get this thing out. my last wire, this little tacker that I want to get out, is of course wired in here to my switch, which means pulling the console out. So last job for today is to now screw, I just lost my screws, one of them, where is it? Right there. So now last job for today is screw the cel-fi onto the back wall, and then I've just got a couple of last wires to do tomorrow and she's done. In the front of my console just here, take that apart. This is where I'm going to wire in the switch because that's not actually connected to anything. So we've got a little plug just here and the back of our switch. This one is actually computer, like it's an original because it's taped up nicely. So we're going to duck out to Super Cheap, see if we can get another plug, and we're going to leave that one connected and just pop a new face in to the back of that. bye.